Oh my god, I'm so tired. Justin and I just went for a run, and I lifted weights, and I want to get in a good workout routine since April just began, and I'll look good for the film festival because I have so many outfits to wear. I'm exhausted. It's so hot out. The girls are here. Marley's hiding over there. Where are you? Marley! What are you doing? We're at Publix, and I got myself a super healthy lunch of naked juice, which I love. It's really expensive, it's so delicious, and has like, those are all the ingredients. There's no added sugar or anything like that. And sushi, and a Luna bar for dessert.
It's so stupid that it does that. I hate that shit.
Just picked up some ice for our cooler. I'm gonna meet you at the beach. I have a mint in my mouth. We're gonna watch the sunset in the drum circle. Alright, we just got to the beach and it says that the lot is full. And there are tons of cars waiting to get in the parking lot. So we just want to make it before the sun goes down. We made our way to the beach, to the drum circle, and there's a ton of people crowding over there if you can't see them. But we're meeting, I think, Yuki and somebody else here. We just got in a fight for a parking spot. I should have filmed it, I was just too like stunned. It was crazy, like it was almost a physical fight against these older women. We were trying to steal our spot. Okay, so no great April Fool's pranks were played this April on me or any of my friends, and I didn't get to pull any. I'm really sad about it because I love pulling pranks on people. And so in honor of April Fools, I thought I would tell you the story of when me, Hannah, and Allie pulled the greatest prank on our parents ever. I'm really sorry if I told you this story already. I don't think I have. But, okay, so in high school, I lived really close to the beach. I was like walking distance. And all my friends used to hang out at my house, and we would just, walk to the beach, especially before we had cars and before we had our license. And so my senior year, I think it was, Hannah's junior year, we decided that there's something that we wanted to do before we graduated. And by one of the beaches that we lived at, there were these rocks that were right on the water, these huge rocks, and they had tons of people's initials carved into them and they write like their initials and like the year they carved in. It went all the way back to the 70s. And ever since we moved to Florida when I was like 4 years old, I had grown up looking at those initials and like playing in the rocks and like memorizing people's names that were on there. And I really wanted to one day carve my own name in there. And we all figured since we've been moving and graduating and going to different cities, different states, we wanted to do it then in our senior year. Now technically that is against the law because they're private property technically, and you're not supposed to do that. And there's huge signs that say you're not supposed to do that. We're like, everyone's done it, so many people have done it. Like, I think people just kind of ignore the sign, and like it's really important to us, so let's do it. Let's go there really early in the morning, let's do it. And so we tell our parents what we're planning on doing because we were pretty good kids and we never did anything that rebellious. And they were like, I don't know, I really don't think you should do that. You might, you could get in trouble, you could get fined. And we're like, no, it'll be fine, it'll be fine. So we got our like chisels and stuff, and we got up really early in the morning, and we went out to the rocks. And on our way back, we're carrying all our stuff. It's probably like 6 in the morning. It's a Sunday morning, I believe. We're walking back, and we walk by a payphone, which none of those barely exist anymore, but there is a payphone by my old house. And we realized, we didn't even think about it, but we realized it's April 1st now. It's April Fool's Day. And we're walking by the payphone. I don't know who said it, I don't know who came up with it, but we're like, what if we tell our parents that we went to carve our names and the police caught us and now we are arrested? And so, I don't know how we came up with it, but we're by the payphone, like, let's call them. And so we're like, Allie can do the best impressions. And it reminded me of Ferris Bueller's Day Off when Cameron impersonates the principal, I think. He impersonates Ferris Bueller's dad when he calls the principal and tells him that he's sick and stuff. But anyway, Allie's so good at doing impressions and she's so good at faking voices that we decided that she's the one who needs to call our parents and act like she's the sheriff. And so it was Sunday morning, and my dad was doing like a 5K run at the beach, and my mom's sleeping. And Allie calls my mom. My mom picks up the phone. My mom has been sleeping. It's like 6 in the morning. And Allie goes, "Hello, ma'am. This is Sheriff Bill Bockwell. We have your daughter and her friends in custody by the beach. Like, we caught them carving their names into private property, and like we need you to come down and like talk to us." And I don't know if my mom would have believed this under any other circumstance, but she was half asleep and she panicked. And so she calls my dad, and like they call Hannah's parents, and the whole rumor starts among all of our parents. They're all freaking out. This was our senior year, and we're supposed to go on a trip to New York. Oh no, it might have been my junior year. Whatever it is, we're going on a trip to New York, and we've been planning it, and with our class. And so that's just like a detail that you have to remember. So we're like cracking up laughing. Allison leaves a voicemail on Hannah's parents' phone, and our parents call each other and decide they're gonna drive together and come get us, and they're panicking. I don't know how they believed it. I don't know. It was Allie on the phone. I don't know how they believed it was a sheriff. So they drive down to the beach. We're all standing there. They've all left their beds. They've gotten dressed. You know what I mean? They've all called each other. They've gotten out of bed. They were all sleeping. They drive all the way down. It's like a 25-minute drive for Hannah's parents. They pick my mom up. They drive down there. My dad has to run his race after my mom calls him, telling him that I've been arrested. So the whole time he's worried that I'm arrested. No one's figured out that it's April Fool's yet because it's early in the morning. And so they pull up, and we're all sitting there, and we're laughing. And his mom was like, "What are you laughing at?" And the whole time they've been planning how they're going to like not let us go to New York. They're going to ground us. Like, we're in so much trouble. And they pull up, and we're just cracking up laughing. And we're all just standing there in the parking lot. And they can't figure out what's going on. They get out of the car. They're like, "This is not funny, blah, blah, blah." And they come up to us, and they realize there's no cop cars. There's no sheriff. And they can't figure out what's going on. And then we go, "April Fools." And they were so relieved. I was so scared they were going to be mad, but they were so relieved that we were not arrested. But it was just amazing that we pulled that off, that they believed us for that long. And they were actually so happy that we weren't arrested that they took us all out to breakfast. I can show you a picture of when we all went. But it was like it was the best thing ever because it worked out so well. And they were so angry when they pulled up in the car, and they were ready to ground us and like cancel our New York trip, but they were really happy, and it was the best prank we have ever pulled. So let me know in the comments if you guys have ever pulled something better than that, or as good as that, or if you got any good ones this year, because I need ideas for next year. I'm really mad. I just couldn't come up with anything really good this year. It kind of has to happen naturally. I feel like all the details have to align for it to work perfectly. But yeah, I hope you all had a good April Fool's, and I look forward to hearing about your pranks. So good night, and I will see you guys tomorrow.
I like girls that don't like me. I wonder if we'll ever meet, but chances are you're not for me, 'cause I'm not sure about anything, no. Waking up too sick to see, step back, breathing, just fucking breathing. Let's pretend it's you, not me. Fake looks fake, eyes fake, everything, no. Waking up too sick to see, step back, breathing, just fucking breathing. Let's pretend it's you, not me. Fake looks fake, eyes fake, everywhere. So lotion, motion, don't use that notion. I'd rather throw you in the ocean.
Well, this is going to take like an hour. We're the
I'm not sure about anything, but chances are you're not for me, 'cause I'm a little hard to please. I like girls that don't like me. I wonder if we'll ever meet, but chances are you're not for me, 'cause I'm not sure about anything. Woo!